coronavirus continues to prevent AEC firms from allowing their employees to work from their offices, but firms continue to expand. So, what does corporate culture mean these days, especially when a firm decides to open a new branch? Joining us today to discuss this topic is Jason Santeford, who last month was named the first managing director of Gensler's office in Vancouver, British Columbia. Jason, welcome to the Weekly.
Thank you very much, John.
Jason, let's start off by discussing the office itself. The office has been open for about a year. What prompted Gensler to install an MD right now?
So it has always been the goal and the intention of Gensler to provide and appoint a managing director right from the very beginning from when they first made the commitment to opening an office in Vancouver. It has simply taken this long to properly vet all of the candidates and find the proper person, myself, to come on. I know from my point of view, I was first approached about this position in April. So it has been a long time in the works.
Okay. The pandemic, of course, has forced office workers to work remotely from their houses. In a newer office like yours, how did you manage this process, and how do you instill corporate culture in the people when you're not seeing them physically?
That's definitely a challenge. At Gensler, we have a one firm approach, meaning that no matter which office or which region we're a part of, we consider ourselves to be part of one large dynamic company, and we can draw upon resources and staff across the globe. So we foster very close personal relationships, not only among the leadership, but amongst the staff. And we even will chase projects together. I know in Vancouver recently, we have put together teams comprising of ourselves, our Seattle office, New York, and Houston. So we're redefining what we consider to be our office and our coworkers beyond just where our physical environment is actually located.
Mm-hmm.
Additionally, Gensler is known for its long research and thought leadership on a variety of topics, and the coronavirus and the pandemic that has affected everybody is no exception to that. We've conducted many work from home surveys to get an idea of what employers and employees alike are both expecting in what a work from home or a return to work scenario might look like. And so as we've been having those conversations with clients, with other consultants, and internally, we have really been listening and trying to take that into account as we look into 2021 and beyond, where we're going to be working in a new paradigm, and it's probably going to be a hybrid between an office scenario and working from home. So we just try to work very closely. We try to maintain lots of meetings with Zoom and Teams and other resources where we can virtually meet. We're not just on the phone with each other, we're looking each other in the face, looking each other in the eye, being able to pick up on all those subtle cues of human interaction, and even though it's at a distance.
Have those Zoom meetings been formalized to any extent?
What do you mean formalized?
In terms of there's a set date, a set number of people but
Oh,
are there?
yes. Yeah, absolutely. So each office has its own weekly recurring check-in, where it's just half an hour, sometimes up to an hour, where we get together, we chat, we talk about what's been going on in the office, we give an update of what's been happening on various projects, and then some of it is just chit-chatting. I think one of the interesting things that's come out of it is that while there's a conversation going on screen, the chat bar has become literally the sidebar conversation area where people can be having side conversations or making commentary on the running presentation. So it's been really interesting to see how people have evolved into the technology that's available.
Gensler has been operating in Vancouver for a couple of decades, but I'm wondering whether having an office in the market changes the calculus in terms of your relationship with customers, with municipalities, and so forth.
So it doesn't change the relationship that we've had with our existing clients. Like you said, we've been delivering projects here in Vancouver for 20 years. Most of that obviously has been done by offices outside of Vancouver who have come here to do work. Now that myself and our local team are here, we are supporting all of those efforts. So that's not stopping, but we are also starting to create new relationships with clients, with, like you said, the municipalities, And one of the things that's really important for that aspect is that myself and the entire team and the team that we're going to be building moving forward are all locals of the Vancouver market. We're not importing staff from anywhere else. We want people who know the local industry, know the local codes, know the local permitting processes and the entitlements process, and have the existing relationships with clients. And so we want our office here in Gensler, Vancouver, to feel very organic and very familiar to the folks that we're going to be working with.
How many employees work in the office right now, and what's your goal for the next year or two?
So right now there's 5 of us. We're a pretty scrappy little startup. However, we are already posting for new positions. Just in the last few weeks, we've already posted for some senior leadership roles around technical capabilities and design capabilities, so that we can deliver projects out of the Vancouver office locally. And then we will begin staffing up the office from there as we grow and our capabilities need to follow suit. So I would expect that we will be several times larger in the next year or two.
What's your agenda for 2021 as the managing director of this office?
So that's the big question, right? So a big part of it is going to be establishing our local team and our bona fides here in the office. Again, that would be partly done through recruiting top talent in the Vancouver market. Once we're down the road, then we will begin to look at bringing some potential transfers in. But the primary goal is to recruit and grow organically, locally in Vancouver. Obviously, we're also chasing a lot of work. We have several proposals that we've put in since I've come on board, and several since before that even. And we're partnering with other offices within Gensler to pursue work here in the local market. So the growth is really the the agenda for 2021. And I've had a lot of people ask me, what it is like coming into this type of a role and looking into this type of a growth in the middle of a pandemic. But I think that's actually the prime time for this to happen. We're in kind of a unique position where society as a whole is in this kind of pause moment where people are not really sure what's coming next, what the new paradigm is going to look like in just about any building typology, not just offices. So Gensler, with our thought leadership and with our all our white papers that are available on our website, part of what we're doing is we're engaging with potential clients and owners and developers to be able to have conversations with them about what it might look like in the coming months and years, and try to position themselves strategically to differentiate themselves and get ahead of that curve. So that's really what we're looking at. So I think this is, I know a lot of people are unsure about the timing of all of this. I think this is the perfect timing. I think we're going to get in, we're going to get ahead of the rush of the projects that are going to be starting up, especially as we're looking into a vaccine and some sort of return to normalcy. But I'm very excited about the opportunities that we're going to be seeing in 2021.
Jason, good luck with your new role and moving the office forward. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you very much, John. Glad to talk to you.